What's good, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. Today's going to be a very short video. It's going to be a simple explanation of why the 1 to 1.5 or even 2% cashback rewards are, I don't want to say scam because that's a pretty rough word, but it's not a good idea. It's not a good idea to get a credit card based off of just the cashback rewards, and I'll do the calculation for you. But before we dive in, I just want to let you know that there is a video that I made before about debt and the negative aspects of consumer debt like credit card and borrowing money to buy a car and depreciating assets. There's a video link down below, or I'll have it somewhere in the video. But today I want to do a quick calculation just so you can visually see what I mean, how insane it is to get a credit card just specifically for the cashback rewards. So I'm going to use my iPad Pro to illustrate this situation. And we're going to go into the Notes app. So you can either look at your credit card spending on a monthly basis, or you can look at it as an annual basis. So when it comes to your monthly basis, the number can look rather small when it comes to your spending. And again, it depends on how much money you make or what your appetite is for expenditure. I'm going to go with $2,000 because that's actually a pretty low balance to have on the monthly basis, because $6,000 is the average balance. But let's say you spend $2,000 on every month, and you actually pay it off at the end of the month. I'm not even gonna suggest the idea of keeping your balance at the end of the month, because I don't even want to bring up that idea. That stresses me out so much that I just assume my viewers don't do that, and you guys stop doing it if you are, because you have to pay off at the end of every month, because you're giving away money to the bank for no reason, for buying things you don't need. Let's say you have $6,000 in debt on your credit card. The interest is killing you. The interest is literally killing you. You're adding $120 every year. Is that a month? No, every year, and then you're giving away money for no reason. So don't do it. So I'm gonna assume you pay it off at the end of every month. So you have $2,000 in spending. That's $24,000 of money that you're spending on an annual basis. So if we bring up the calculator, and I know this is not that hard to do with the math, but I just want to have you guys see the calculation as clear as possible. So we're going to do 1.5% times $24,000. That's $360 a year in rewards. So let's do divided by 12. That is going to give us $30 a month that you're getting back. So getting $30 back a month is literally not a good incentive to get a credit card. Is it terrible? No. You're getting $30 back for the money you spent on things. But the trick is, I'm actually done with this. I'll put it back. The problem is that you're encouraged to spend more than you really need. Because I don't think you're spending with your credit card to pay rent, because there is usually a $50 charge every month for you to use your credit card. So spending $50 more to use your credit card so you get the reward back, which ends up not being that much, $30, is not a good idea. So don't pay your rent with your credit card unless it's free. If it's free admission or administration fee at the end of the invoice, go ahead, build your credit that way and make sure you can pay it at the end of the month. And I'm assuming you're able to pay your rent if you signed the lease. But please don't just get yourself in debt and charge extra on your card for cashback. Please don't do that. Another thing is you go out and you spend on your credit card more. You buy things you don't need. You buy pants, you buy shirts. You're like, oh, well, I don't have to pay this for another month and I'll get some cash back. This is not the right mentality, because you'll end up buying a lot of things you don't need. At the end of the day, you won't use all the things you have. You'll end up wasting your money. You end up get yourself in debt. You end up paying interest if you don't pay off at the end of the month. You're giving away your money, your hard-earned life that you're spending at work or doing whatever you're doing to earn your cash, your currency. You're giving up your life, your time that you're working, and you're giving away the currency, which is life, and the units of freedom that you could have by not having a boss, which is the financial institution. The bank is your boss now if you have debt. you could just spend less and consume less and be less materialistic with things and don't have so much of the things you don't need. Credit cards really encourage you. And someone like me that thinks about money and finances all the time, it even tricks me because first of all, it takes a couple days for your credit card spending to post on your credit card or on the bank statement online. So when you spend it on your credit card, you go to your bank account to see, okay, what's your financial situation? Can you buy this? And sometimes you get tricked because you don't know what charges you've already made on your credit card, and it's coming in, and you kind of double increase your wealth. You think that you have double the money because you have the credit card and you have a lot of money, but that's not your money. The credit line that you have is not your money. That's the amount that the bank is willing to loan to you. So don't think of it as your money. Don't think of it as this bucket of safety and this treasure chest that you have that you can pop open and spend on anything you want at any time because you have $6,000 on your line, right? You can spend it. That's not the right mentality. So the point I want you to get out of this video is the 1.5% cashback is not necessarily a bad thing on its own if you're disciplined, but usually human nature, it forces you to get tricked, it forces you to spend money, it forces you to do things that you don't need to do even when you don't realize it. Please don't get yourself in debt. Please don't ruin your own experience living by giving yourself stress of your credit card loans and stress of, oh, you need to have this job because you need to make your bill payments or else you're in trouble. Well, this is just not the right cycle. Please don't get yourself in that cycle. Please figure out your finances early on. Pay off your debt. Don't spend extra money for the cash back. It's not the right motive. Save up, invest, grow your wealth, become free, and don't trap yourself in this rat race that everyone seems to be in. You deserve better. You're in the greatest country in the world, so you don't necessarily need to ruin your experience and give yourself stress while having this opportunity to live here. Enjoy your life. Thank you so much, and I'll catch you in the next video.